up, YouTube? I'm Miitopia for bringing the 85 sub special. Now, answering an eternal question that none of you have ever probably asked for. What are my top 10 favorite moves in Miitopia? Though there are still rules to this list. I'm only allowed to pick 2 moves per job, and moves that are enhanced version of previously learned moves will be counted with their weaker counterparts as one move. For example, Jump Slash and Dark Eye Slash will be counted as one move, in this case Jump Slash, if it makes it to the list. So be sure to hit like and subscribe, as well as share this video or channel with those you love. And with that being said, let's go! Starting things off, we have the move Out of Tune and its enhanced version Way Out of Tune, which I like for one or more reasons. No, but I like this move for its usability and effectiveness. The Out of Tune line of skills is the Popstar's line of primary offensive skills, letting you hit all enemies on the battlefield for decent damage overall, but also deal some low damage to all allies on the battlefield. And this is where its variety and one extra usability comes in. Let's imagine you fighting against an ally or something, and one of your allies put to sleep through a nightmare. You can either wait for them to get hit, or put them in the safe spot and let them recover in their turn. Or you can use Out of Tune, hit the sleeping ally, and wake them up, on top of damaging your enemies. It's overall a good move. Beware, you may also kill your allies with this move, which is something to consider depending on how annoying they are. And they can be very annoying, trust me. Man, royalty matters everywhere. Yes, real dance. The dancers create the dance by having a chance to inflict the dance status effect on all enemies. What I like about this move is its utility and help in easily cleaning enemies. Allow me to explain this. So, if you successfully made an enemy dance in this round, you have a 100% chance to keep dancing in the next round if you try to do this again. That also means you can stack dance with other skills, those of other jobs. I'm specifically talking about Hotshot Fury, and you know that actually lets you stack dance with other allies while having the option to do something else. They'll thank you the dancing spree. Insane! But it would be great, however, if you could control your freaking allies! Thief is such an underrated job in my opinion. Alrighty then, it's crime time! Thief is an overall unique job with some potential for great success, and Sneak Attack is actually one of the reasons for that. It is a 2-turn move. On one turn you leap high into the air, only to attack one enemy for great damage on the next turn. Though the one enemy attack is random, unfortunately, the move is offensive, dangerous, and even evasive. You see, during that one turn of being high in the air, nothing, and I mean nothing, hits you. So in some situations, you can eliminate enemy turns whatsoever! Time for some heat syncope, boys! Yes, they usually spam the most destructive move in the game is in number 7. And so, I suppose I should explain its high spot on the list. Mega Fire and definitely Tower of Flame are amazing single target magic attacks that are easily spammable for some terrifying results. But Base from Fire is the worst, least effective skill in the game, with every other low level base 4 magic attack just being better than it. During the low levels, you just don't use fire at all. But once you get Mega Fires, the table flips and suddenly you start burning stuff left and right. And Tower of Flame is the last move in the Mage's Learn set and the most expensive move in the game for a good reason. It is outrageously strong. We're looking at the strongest magic attack in the game, used by the job with the highest magic stat in the game. Holy crap, there's a forest fire! I picked up Pokemon Sword as my Pokemon game, but where the f is my shield? Prime Protector is a defense move where you start guarding your allies, protecting them from all single target attacks. Acts by taking the damage yourself, and of course comes with a defense up, just in case. And all that lasts for one turn only. What I like about this move is the fact that it is enormously helpful when it comes to grinding on friendship levels, as every time you protect an ally with this, you and your allies' friendship gauge towards each other will grow, and it is excellent when it comes to large groups of enemies. And gets even better when considering Warrior's naturally high defense stat. It's just a great move that fits Warrior beautifully, and I like it for that reason. 64. What about Mage's Barrier? No! It is outclassed! Forest Aegis creates the ever-present barrier that makes Mage so good, by the way. However, the differences between Mage's Barrier and Elf's Forest Aegis are clear. 1. Forest Aegis has learned 2 levels before Mage's Barrier does. 2. With a Forest Aegis, you can create a barrier for any ally of your choice, while Mage's Barrier is self-targeted. 3. Forest Aegis costs 6 times less MP than Mage's Barrier does. See, I like Forest Aegis, but it's really broken. I mean, Mage's Barrier is already broken, now you make it exponentially better. It's just a little too broken in my eyes! Shall I remind you of the battle tactics preferred by enemies? Stat changes really are that stupid in this game. Sharpen Claws is a 2-turn move. JK, it's a self-targeted attack up for the next round. So answer me this. Why can't you stack this thing with Hyper Sprinkle? Really, if any extra attack up gets stacked to this thing, grab some popcorns and watch the cats kaboom booms, cause you're in for a furry field treat. As cats also have a very high base attack stat. So, yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
Encore is simple, but supremely versatile. All it does is give your turn to an ally of choice. Though that can be used for tons of things. You can pass a turn to an attacker for it to deal damage. Pass a turn to a healer for it to heal. Pass a turn to an elf or something to get barriers or other sources of defense. Or even heal your allies by putting them in the safe spot for the extra turn they're given. Encore is the most versatile move in the game, and that speaks volumes, pun not intended, for pop stars, for being the most versatile job in the game, period. And I like it for that reason. It's time to blow 'em up, isn't it? Yes! Yes it is! Oh, Explosion! The all-targeting magic attack! That which is none on this channel of mine for my endless wishes for the hot blazing kaboom! Preferably in-game only. I'm not sadistic! While I prefer Tower of Flame to Giga Explosion, I like Mega Fire and Mega Explosion equally, and will always like Base Form Explosion way more than the uselessness that is Base Form Fire, leading me to like the Explosion line of skills as a whole more than the Fire line of skills, but I like both for the same reason. Damage, output. And seeing as I've already talked about Tower of Flame, let's talk about Giga Explosion. Technically, Giga Explosion is a similar situation to Mage's Barrier, of being totally outclassed in every way by another move that is learned by another job. In this case, the scientist's unstable formula line of skills, which includes Black Hole. But I like Giga Explosion and its line of skills a lot more for several reasons. 1. Base form explosion is better than unstable formula. And 2. Giga Explosion is used alongside other moves in battle, whereas scientists only spam Black Hole. These things lead me to like the explosion line of skills, but not really the unstable formula line of skills. And the rest of my reasons for loving the explosion is due to its power and a positive bias towards the main job. You should get it if you know me, at least through YouTube. Over the course of this video, I've talked about moves that I like and have practical use, but this one entry makes absolutely no sense and is even considered to be one of the worst moves in the game. Yet it bursts so wildly that you might shoot me. Yes, Wild Shot, a move notorious for being bad, is actually my favorite move in the game. Wild Shot and its enhanced version Hotshot is a move where you start shooting wildly and hit random spots on the battlefield, sometimes hitting enemies or occasionally even allies, raising resentment if hit. Except for if you're using Hotshot, in which case you only hit enemies. The move that I like out of the two is actually Wild Shot and not Hotshot, even though Hotshot only targets enemies, as you shoot more bullets, and with the Wild Shot they deal more damage to enemies if hit. I also like the nature and design of Wild Shot, being a risk versus reward move, with the risk of hitting your allies thus raising resentment, but with the reward of hitting enemies for great damage overall. It's such a unique move that I actually end up spamming. And then again, if quarrels happen, you can just keep on the herd through with human cannonball, which is actually quite an effective strategy. Okay, maybe I am sadistic. And well, that's it!